Welcome, curious minds, to the deep dive. Today is June 21st, 2025. Now, a lot of people are focusing on International Yoga Day today.
Right, and the inner strength that comes with it.
Exactly. But we're going to explore maybe a different flavor of that, a different kind of mental fortitude.
Mm-hmm.
We're diving into the story of Diya Chitale. She's a 21-year-old table tennis player,
Yeah.
a real sensation from Maharashtra.
And her journey is fascinating.
Yeah.
It wasn't this planned path from day one.
Not at all. Went from like an accidental holiday hobby
Mm-hmm.
straight to becoming a national champion. It's a real masterclass in mental strength. So, our mission today, let's plunge right into Diya's world. We want to pull out not just the surprising facts, the trivia,
Sure.
but also those very crucial insights. What actually makes a champion tick?
Yeah, what's transferable?
Right. We'll look at the twists, the big wins, the battles maybe people didn't see.
It's going to be good. Because her story, well, obviously about elite sport, has lessons that go way beyond the table tennis arena. It's true. I mean, you can't deny her physical talent, the speed, the precision. Yeah. It's all there.
Oh, yeah.
But her story really shines a light on the mind.
Yeah.
How critical it is in these high-pressure moments.
Navigating that pressure, building belief.
Exactly. It's about mental resilience. And that applies everywhere, really. How you show up when things get tough.
So let's rewind. Picture this. Young Diya, family vacation. Probably thinking more about ice cream, right?
Haha, probably. Not athletic glory just yet.
No. But then at the resort, there's this table tennis table, maybe a bit dusty.
Mm-hmm.
She has a casual game with her brother, and apparently something just clicked.
Yeah, she's even said, kind of jokingly, that she just wanted to beat her brother.
That sibling rivalry, fiercer than any soap opera feud, I bet.
Totally. But that little spark, that the simple desire to win, it started something big.
It really did. Because that spark wasn't just a flash in the pan. By 2014, things got serious.
Right, she was only 10.
10 years old, and she snags a silver medal at the U12 National Championships.
Wow. At 10.
Yeah. And that was the moment. Standing on that podium, she realized, okay, this isn't just a game anymore.
It became something more. A path.
A real calling, yeah. It wasn't just fun then, it was serious.
And you have to remember the context back then.
Mm-hmm.
Table tennis in India.
Right.
Even though we had stars emerging,
Yeah.
like Mugdha Bhavre, Sreeja Akula, the sport faced challenges.
Funding wasn't always consistent.
Exactly. Funding issues, sometimes limited access to top-notch facilities, equipment costs. It wasn't easy.
Oh, family support must have been huge.
Absolutely critical. Diya's family, their unwavering support, providing resources, getting her good coaching, that foundation was key.
It shows how much that behind-the-scenes support matters. Talent needs nurturing.
Definitely. Without that environment, who knows?
Okay, fast forward to now, 2025. Diya Chitale isn't that kid anymore. She's a force.
Uh-huh.
Right now, she holds the title, get this, the most expensive Indian paddler in the Ultimate Table Tennis League, the UTT.
Picked up by Dabang Delhi TTC. That price tag says a lot about her value now.
It really does. And she admitted it herself, that kind of investment. It was a massive confidence boost.
You'd think so. It's serious validation.
Yet the real arrival moment, the big headline that came earlier this year, didn't it?
The Senior National Championships. Her first title.
And what a way to win it. A huge upset against India's darling, Sreeja Akula, who's world-ranked.
That match was something else.
You called it a Bollywood thriller, down 2-3 in a best-of-7.
Most players might crumble there.
But she didn't. Staged this incredible comeback. People were just speechless. She showed real clutch performance.
That victory. It was more than just a trophy, wasn't it?
Oh, definite.
It was a statement. Like, I'm ready. I belong at the very top. Beating the best under pressure.
Asserting herself as a dominant force, not just someone coming up.
And the timing for us talking about this?
Yeah.
It's kind of perfect.
Because today, June 21st,
She's playing in the UTT semifinals.
against the Jaipur Patriots.
And guess who leads the Patriots? Sreeja Akula.
The rematch, you couldn't write it better, adds this whole other layer right now.
Exactly. High stakes, high drama.
It's easy to watch table tennis and just see the speed, the spin.
The physical reflexes, yeah.
And the footwork is insane. Like you said, faster than a caffeinated squirrel.
Uh-huh, yeah.
But the real game, the place where these matches are won and lost, it's the mind, isn't it?
Absolutely. That's the true battlefield.
Diya's success isn't just her strokes or her speed. It's that ability to stay calm, cooler than a cucumber in a fridge, even when it's match point.
That mental game is sharp.
And she gives a lot of credit for that to her work with her sports psychologist, Mugdha Bhavre.
Right. Diya herself said the mental part plays a huge, huge role.
She's spot on. These matches, the momentum shifts so fast.
Like a pendulum, yeah. You can be up, then suddenly you're fighting for every point.
And if your head's not right, if doubt creeps in,
It's often over. That resilience, the ability to reset, that's her secret weapon, really.
and her strategies for that are interesting, like her self-talk.
Yeah, that's powerful. She says when the pressure's on, she tells herself, I remind myself that I'm doing what I love.
Simple, but effective. Grounds her.
Totally. And in that final against Akula, when she was down 2-3,
Yeah.
she consciously told herself, you've got this. Imagine the focus needed for that.
Incredible self-belief.
And this points to a bigger shift, I think, in Indian sports.
How so?
The role of psychologists. They're becoming essential, just like coaches.
Moving away from that old just tough it out idea.
Exactly. Recognizing the brain needs training and care, too. It's a more holistic approach now.
Okay, let's maybe bust a myth. Table tennis. It's not just ping pong in the garage, right?
No, not even close. Professional table tennis is incredibly demanding.
High octane. Needs surgical precision, unbelievable speed. That ball can hit 70 miles per hour.
Seriously fast. And the strategy is complex, like high-speed chess.
You described it as chess, but if the board was on fire and you had to sprint, I like that.
Well, it captures the intensity.
Diya puts it bluntly, too. She says, people think it's easy, but at this level, it's brutal.
Mentally draining, physically intense. You believe her when she says it.
And it's an individual sport, no teammates to bail you out.
Nope. Just you, the paddle, the opponent. Point after point. The pressure's immense.
Which brings us to the Indian scene right now. It's exciting, especially the women.
Definitely. You've got Sreeja Akula, Manika Batra, Archana Kamath. They've made waves internationally.
Archana and Sreeja gave India that lead in Paris 2024, the team event. That was big.
Huge moment. And Diya is absolutely part of this new wave, pushing the boundaries.
But there are still challenges, right? It's not all smooth sailing for the sport in India.
No, not entirely. Funding can still be patchy. Grassroots programs could be more structured.
Talent identification.
Yeah, finding and supporting talent early.
Mm-hmm.
There's room for improvement, so potential can sometimes slip through the cracks. It's an ongoing challenge.
Now, speaking of challenges, every journey has bumps. Diya had a pretty major one back in 2022.
The Commonwealth Games controversy.
Right. Talk about a plot twist. She was initially left out of the squad for Birmingham.
Which was unexpected, based on criteria.
Exactly. So Diya, showing that fighting spirit, actually took it to the Delhi High Court.
Challenged the selection of another player, Archana Kamath. Bold move.
Very. And the court sided with Diya, secured her spot.
But the drama wasn't over.
Nope. Archana then filed her own petition. That got dismissed, but think about the stress.
For a 19-year-old, yeah, caught in this legal public mess, it must have been incredibly tough.
Chaotic, for sure.
But, looking back, maybe that whole ordeal, as stressful as it was, maybe it actually toughened her up.
Forged her mental armor even further.
Could be. Sometimes those external pressures build inner strength in ways you don't expect.
It's an interesting thought. And outside of all this intensity, the court cases, the high-pressure matches, she seems pretty down to earth.
Oh, totally. Refreshingly normal for a 21-year-old elite athlete.
She loves sleeping. Who doesn't relate to that?
Right. And Sundays are for family, chilling with cousins, watching movies.
It's nice to hear. Grounded.
Very. She's also quite open about, figuring things out.
Yeah, she said, I'm still figuring life out. It's relatable.
Makes her human. Not just this superstar athlete. She's humble, too. Quick to focus on learning, not just the wins.
That's real wisdom for someone so young.
So back to the present. Today, June 21st, the UTT semifinals. Jaipur Patriots. Akula.
All focus is there, presumably.
Seems like it. Her mindset, I try not to think about outcomes. I just give everything to the match I'm playing. That's key.
Process over results. Control what you can control.
Exactly. Hallmark of elite performers. Trust the preparation.
And beyond today, beyond the UTT, what are the bigger goals?
Well, she's definitely aiming for the world stage. The World Championships in Doha just finished last month. The World Cup in Macau was in April. Those are big targets.
Competing against the best globally, the Chinese players especially.
That's the ultimate test, isn't it? Facing that level of competition consistently. It requires peak skill and that mental toughness we've been talking about.
And the really big one, the long-term dream.
Has to be the Olympics, right? Los Angeles 2028.
She's part of that generation that could really build on what the team did in Paris, that near-medal performance.
For sure. She has the potential. But that road, It's incredibly tough. Years of relentless effort, navigating setbacks.
Physical and mental grind.
Immense. Only a few can really endure that path to Olympic glory. Her journey is just beginning, really, on that scale. It'll be fascinating to watch.
So let's tie this all together. Diya Chitale's story. It's more than just sport, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's a really powerful lesson, I think, in what it takes to succeed, period, in any challenging field.
Her mental toughness. Honed by training, yes, but also guided by that psychological support.
Right. And the insights there are transferable for anyone facing their own battles.
Like what specifically?
Well, think about the tools. Strategic self-talk, how she manages pressure, focusing on her love for the game. These are things anyone can apply. To work projects, negotiations, just daily stress. It's a mental toolkit.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. And her story shows that greatness isn't instant. It's built moment by moment.
Small things adding up. That casual game turning into a passion.
Or that little self-talk phrase, turning a match around. The building blocks.
Exactly.
So a final thought maybe for everyone listening. If Diya can stay composed with a 70 molecule of ball flying at her,
Yeah.
what challenge in your day could you face with a bit more mental fortitude? Think about your own internal dialogue. Its power is often untapped.
Good question. It makes you think.
Diya Chitale, like we said, she feels like she's just getting started. Her journey is this amazing testament to hard work, mental strength, and just pure self-belief.
Definitely one to watch.
Keep an eye on her. She's not just playing a sport, she's smashing stereotypes and really shaking up the table tennis world.